My name is Gidado Yushau Shuaib. I'm the founder of Campus Journalism Awards and also the publisher of News Digest Nigeria. I'm a media investor. I've been in media for almost a decade now, since my uni days, and I've been consistent in it, and I'm more into communications, gradually moving into tech, even though I don't know how to code, but just a few things that I'm interested in as well is journalism and PR and strategic communication. Currently a PhD candidate. I have my master's from Westminster Uni in London and undergraduate from Baze. I work as a media consultant to a host of organizations. I had a passion for events, and one day we were just discussing with my dad, and he said I should start a journalism awards. And I was like, yeah, because all through my uni days, I've always written for platforms, but no much honor was given to those who write. And a lot of students reached out to me that they wanted to write as well. So on that basis, I started my platform, Youth Digest, which was an online platform for students to send in their articles. I spent the whole day then publishing articles of students. Then it spiraled into having the Campus Journalism Awards. So the Campus Journalism Awards happened, and it was, the first year was quite rough because I always thought after an event you make money, and after the first event nothing came through. So I was like, and I was already at debt for the person who brought the screen. So Campus Journalism Awards is a baby that I really honor, I really love. And it has come to evolve over time. It has come to support young journalists. A lot of our campus journalists have come out to become major industry players working in top platforms like Al Jazeera, The Nation. And you will find out that this was a platform that first brought them to Abuja, and today they are excelling and doing so well. So it's very inspiring. Like, I could tell you for sure that this is the only campus event that is celebrating 7 years today. Like, I don't know any other event that is celebrating 7 years of consistency in supporting these young journalists. And I think it's a passion that we've started for a long time. And it's also part of our commitment to supporting young people. When I meet people and I said, this year we're doing the 7th edition in Transcorp Hilton, and they're like, why are you taking a campus event to Hilton? And I'm like, okay, because they're campus students, they shouldn't be there, you know? So I think we have evolved over time, because it's not just me anymore. It's a community, it's a network. Like, it's not just about me. Like, our committee members who select the awards are now my alumni. They're now people who have won the awards in previous years. Like, it's an evolving project. It doesn't just end with me. It's like every young person who has come through this has always shown more interest in what we do. And that has really helped us to build a platform that is growing every day. So how you meet us last year is not how you meet us this year. And I'm sure that's not how you meet us next year, because eventually we intend to take the awards around the country, because we have a campus journalism dialogue. We also intend to take it to African nations, because there are periods where we get interest from Togo, Ghana, Niger, and we believe that it's also important that we take this initiative there. So it's not going to be centered around Abuja alone, but it will go around states, and it will also go around international, across the borders. And again, we have also wanted that a platform where a lot of people would have specific interest in what we do. Like, because we're here to announce our finalists, and some of the campus journalists who reached out to me said, you understand that from January, every student or every campus student is looking up to these awards. Like, we're always already standby. We're waiting for your announcements. So all those type of news are exciting, even though I've long not been a campus journalist anymore. But the passion that these young people have shown is actually interesting, and we will continue to evolve, inshallah, and we continue to pray that it becomes better than this. I try to say this a lot, but because of over time, I have been managing journalism and PR because I consult for a host of organizations. And I have, you know, they said he who pays the tune dictates the piper. So you try to be unbiased with your reportage, but again, interest, we're humans, so what we try to do is to encourage people to have balanced sides. Do you understand? Like, if I'm reporting the news, for instance, about ASMR as an organization and it's negative, it's only right that I come to listen to what ASMR has to say. Do you understand? Give a reaction to it. So I think it's a thing of ethics, and that's why that's a lot of things we try to do with the Campus Journalism Awards. And this year, in partnership with the Committee to Protect Journalists, we'll be doing a lot of training on fact-checking and journalism balancing. So I think it is something that every journalist needs to, it's part of the ethics of journalism, and that's why we have this today. Because we've understood that the new media platforms, where everybody, no more gatekeepers, people now share their content at will, nobody to edit, no sub-editors, no line editors. It's creating an issue because people now don't have their reactions in their news. So we believe that it's important that we continue to train these journalists and empower them so that they can do journalism how it's supposed to be. Because to me, I believe journalism is the future of our democracy. Okay, so last year, a few people came out to say, oh, we had, we believe we were better than these winners. And I'm like, it's an award, so we have always, I tell them, I say for the past 7 years, you never see a Shuaib on this award. It's not me, it's not about me, it's not about my family, it's about building the future of journalism. It's about building the future of young people who have interest in journalism. So I find it very disparaging when young people come to say this. Like, we bring you to Abuja, we provide you accommodation, we provide you with feeding, mentorship, leadership, give you small token for transport allowance just because we want you to grow. It's not about winners. Everybody who comes to this award is a winner. Even those who we took time to read their pieces are winners, because you find out that a lot of finalists who are our committee members have read their pieces, they pick specific interest in them. So once you are shortlisted, you are automatically a winner. And I strongly believe that the committee members are people of very high standards, and they have always done it over time, and they've made sure that it's done extremely well, and we're so proud of what they're doing. Like, over the last 7 years, we've continued to pick people who have gone on to excel, from our finalists to our winners. Like this year, we had over 350, close to 400 finalists. And these are exceptional young people. You can tell from their write-ups and what they do. So it is to say, we can't say we're picking based on our standards, but everybody who shortlists for this award is a winner. Everybody who even puts in an application, puts in an effort. It's not a nomination award. It's an award where your write-up is being judged. So for you to be judged, to even have an application where people will consider you for something, I think it's a plus. And I think I'll continue to encourage young people to take out the ideas of bias and look at the positivity of every opportunity that's been given to them, instead of taking it into war and making it a situation where you have a bad blood among people, because it's just a lot of concern for me. It's about me. All I'm trying to do is to support these young people and to make sure that Nigeria have a crop of next set of journalists who will come to fix this country, who will come to create balanced reports. Everybody now is a reporter, everybody now can write, but who are those who understand the ethics of journalism? So that's all we're trying to do. And for me, I'm achieving that, and I'm, alhamdulillah, we're just starting, even though we're 7 years, everybody say, yeah, we have tried, but to me, we're just starting, because every day we try to see how to make things better, and we will continue to do our best. It's not easy shortlisting, but alhamdulillah, our committee members have been consistent and they've done that very well. One quality every journalist must have is to be balanced, and you need to be humble. And you need to be humble and you need to be balanced. As your earlier question was around how do you become balanced in journalism, so every journalist must try as much as possible to be balanced in their content, because when you're putting out a content, you're influencing an action. There's a theory in communication, the hypodermic needle, where you're influencing, people read your headline and you have created an impression about somebody. So you need to be careful so you don't create a wrong narrative. So you have to learn to create balanced narratives. So I think one of the attributes a journalist should have is balanced. It should be balanced. It should have integrity and standards. So it's easier to do journalism now. Do you understand? AI has changed how journalism works. It's easier to do journalism now. The only thing that has become more complicated now is understanding the ethics of journalism. And that is what we are focusing on. And that is what the Campus Journalism Awards is doing now. You could put in your content on AI and it runs excellent content for you. But the most important part of it is, how do you now package your content to make sense? How do you now package your content in line with the founding fathers of journalism, in line with the idea of what journalism stands for? Like, what is the ideals behind what you've written? So I think these are things that we're trying to impact on in the Campus Journalism Awards. So I believe AI is a very beautiful thing, and that's why our team this year is AI and the future of journalism, just for you to understand how AI is coming to evolve some of these things. And we're so happy that so far, AI, even with the coming of it, our journalists are not losing focus, but rather they're using AI. The machine won't work without the humans. The humans work the machines. So I think that's a very critical one. So I think it's one that we need to understand, that humans work the machine. So once we train more people on how to use the AI effectively, to go a long way. The first 3 years of Campus Journalism Awards, or first 5 years of Campus Journalism Award, until this advent of AI, we had people whose write-up were original. Do you understand? Like, we had people whose investigations were wicked. We had brutal articles. Like, people who write then were very brutal. But now with the advent of AI, you see, there's a little bit it's now a little bit of subtle. It's not as harsh as it used to be. The time of them, Alfred Olufemi, Usman Sama, them Alao Abiodun, a host of them, like, they were hotheads. We call them fire eaters. They were hot. So, and now we're seeing a little bit of subtlety in more cultured Gen Zs, as I would say, even though we're all Gen Zs, but they don't want to go out of their way extreme to do things. Like, then you find a reporter leaving Sokoto to face Ibadan, and you can tell that's about 24 hours to go and follow up an investigation. But now you don't see that much of an effort, even though their articles and contributions to journalism are exceptional. So it's not like giving them away, but I just like to say AI has made life very easy, and it's made the work very easy as well. But we also just need to learn how to use it better, because if you don't manage the machine will manage you. I'm the future of journalism. So I believe the future of journalism is where those who learn the job are the ones influencing an action, because the blogs are doing it more than those who went to school to study it. So it's a thing of passion for me to see that those who study journalism are the ones actually influencing those actions. I believe it's just like when people talk about traditional and the new media. I believe a lot of people still rely on the traditional media. They still read them because of believability. So I believe a time will come where no matter who put out the content, people will want to certify and know who wrote them. The bodies of journalism are doing very well now. The Nigerian Guild of Editors hosted the president just 3 days ago. The NUJ is doing very well. The Guild of Corporate Online Publishers are doing very, very well. Then organizations like public broadcasting organizations like Voice of Nigeria, NTA, and all of them are also very competitive now. So you see, the future of journalism is bright. Do you understand? Like, we just need to continue to say these things and continue to nurture the next future of young people who practice this profession. And that's why I'll be very honest. Part of the things I want to do this year part of the thing I and my team want to do this year in the awards is to get more students from secondary schools to come and understand what it is. Because everybody, when you're able to log in and create a TikTok page, you're already an influencer. Do you understand? But who are those going to practice journalism? Our democracy in the last 2-3 weeks, we've seen how it has blinked. Do you understand? So we need to train people who understand social responsibility, who understand community development, who understand national integration. And this is an effort I would commend the National Orientation Agency for. So, and even The civil society, on the other hand, like organizations like CISLAC, they're not fighting. We need to make people understand that organizations like this are not fighting our nation, but rather they are acting as third party to ensure that government and the citizens continue to do more to protect the integrity of the states. So I think the future of democracy is very bright, and we should just be consistent in understanding what it is. A personal experience, you know. I was arrested one time from my father's house, and it was just so pathetic. You know, sometimes when you look at these things that happen, it's just sad. You continue to wonder why people who have power are always going to wield their power against people who don't have it. You know, it happened when a story was published against some high-level people, and they felt strongly about it. I didn't write the story, but my platform was the medium used in publishing. We reached out to the company, and they didn't reach out. They didn't reach out back. So we had published the story, and a year and a half after, they're going to arrest people, including the person who launched my website, who has never practiced journalism for a day. I slept in the detention for a day as well, you know, and I was meant to go to Ilorin for 4 years, you know. So a lot of times you wonder that this pain that you have to go for just because you want to help this profession, like to what end? So I'll just advise people that that story really shaped me, because I stood for someone I believed in, you know, who was our first campus journalist of the year. I stood for his write-up, and we were together for 4 to 5 years. We're going to court. I will have to go to Ilorin every month. A period happened where I had a ghastly accident. I'm just one man, and I'm just starting my family, you know. So, but when you see issues like this, they're very, very worrisome, because you come to think that, okay, if I had the opportunity to keep pushing, what about people who can't do it? But at the end of the day, alhamdulillah, we won in court, and it was widely celebrated. But would you look at the pain that we had gone through for 4 to 5 years going to court? You know, so all these things are very, you know, when they come to arrest you and putting handcuff you and for a report that you know nothing about. And my website, man, you see, this is what we were even talking about the other day. A senior media leader reached out to me, and it was like, you want to still talk about my story? You know, you can imagine the type of torment his family had gone through, because they were calling people around my web host, my webmaster, who was just a tech guy, to reach him because they wanted to use a third party to arrest him. And they were calling them. The first people went to arrest those ones, and they had to make him call him to come. And when he came, they took him to detention for 5 days. You can imagine for somebody who never wrote this story. So you see, journalism these days, we have to understand that the journalists are just practicing their jobs, and all you need to do is to create a friend out of them. Let them understand your perspective. Nobody will do something out of the line to harm you. No ethical journalist will just want to see the nation fall, or no ethical journalist will just want to see your business fall. We're just reporting a story that we want to see it get better for. A lot of times, some people have issues on our report, and they reach out to us constructively, and we understand their plight. Sometimes we're even pushed to even add their contributions to what the reports were earlier. So all I'm just trying to say is that, yes, stories like mine where I've been arrested, stories like the stories of so many CJA finalists who have also gone through same, has continued to shape my thought about journalism, and has continued to make me want to create a network and a movement that will continue to have a support for each other. My name is Gidado Yushau Shuaib. I'm founder of Campus Journalism Awards. I'm inviting you all to join us on December 6, 2025 at Transcorp Hilton Abuja for the 7th edition of the Campus Journalism Awards that seeks to empower and recognize outstanding campus journalists across Nigerian campuses. Please, let's see you there, and this video is in partnership with ASMR.